Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I got another video. It's a drill type. It's not like an aggressive drill type. I don't know. People been saying K Flock. I think the beat was like a K Flock type beat, but I'm gonna go ahead and play with the finished product for you.
Yeah. Uh huh. Get right, get ready. It's my life. Is what it is. Be with a B, be with a B. I never trip, nah. I see how I see it, like cool. Love is love. See, I already knew what it was. So just know that I'm ready to bro. Cause I know that you ain't one of us. You don't know what it feel like to bowl. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crawl. I got all, walked it all. That's right, get ready. Can't fold, gotta keep shit steady. Cannot break even when shit heavy. If it wasn't for us, you happy you met me? Cause lately I feel all alone, babe. It got me crushing the chrome. I was just calling cause I made a home. I'm with Richie, yeah. When mom kicked me out of the crib, I had it with me. I had a 40 for all of my trouble, a nigga that kept me on 50. I don't know why, but shit gets sticky. I don't play no sports, won't bliss me.
All right, that should be enough. So let's get straight into it. Let me mute everything, and I'm gonna show you what I did to the beat because you did something kind of different. All right, so this is normal, but I did take down like just a little bit of the highs, like a half a dB, and then a little bit more of the lows because this was very aggressive and those snares were hitting really, really hard. And obviously, it's a 2-track, so I don't have control of any of that. So I just need to try to tame it and control it the best way I can. And then for the next EQ, I took out around like middle one to 2K, 1 to 4K or whatever. About looks like 1 dB, and then I have a dynamic EQ on the low end, and I'll play it.
Keep shit steady. Cannot break even when shit heavy. If it wasn't for us, you happy you met me? Cause lately I feel all alone, babe. It got me crushing the chrome. I was just
It's just controls the low end a little bit more. It gets a little too distorted in some parts, so I still want it to hit. Obviously, it's a drill beat, but I needed to control it because I didn't want it to drown out his vocals or mess up that low end part of the song. So that's all I did for that, and then I just brought the volume up as much as I can, and then obviously with the stems for this would have sounded way better. I could have controlled everything. I could have got this louder. So just something to keep in mind. Let me mute all these. Okay, so right now I have a massive passive on the master, and that's just my normal setting. God particle normal. If you don't know something about the God particle, this does say 100%, but this is actually 50%, which is why you can go to 200%. This is 100% of what Jason Joshua would use, but you're really only using 50% of the mechanics behind this plugin. When you go to 200 is when you use everything. So this is basically a mix knob, and this mix, even though it says 100, is technically at 50. But since if you want to, mix like Jason Joshua, this is at 100, which is why it's at 100. It's not. I don't know why they did it like that, but that's something I found out recently. And then I'm going through the FGX too. And yeah, so let's get into the main vocal. That's what it sounds like, raw.
be with a B. I never trip, nah. I see how I see it, like cool. Love is love. See, I already knew what it was. So just know that I'm ready to bro. Cause I know that you ain't one of us. You don't know what it feel like.
First thing I'm gonna do is just EQ, take out some boominess, and then cut. Where did I cut? Somewhere below 110, 115, or 115.
I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crawl. I got up, walked it all. That's
All right, then I wanted something transparent, parent, and smooth. I wanted to use the L ray to add the character, and I didn't want to use two things. So I'm starting to do this for more rap. So I used the optimum smooth setting, fast attack, fast release, and then a little bit of compression.
praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did,
Since he was more dynamic, I'm usually at -3, but since he was, the peaks are more dynamic, I didn't want to go in and gain stage everything and cut these peaks down myself. So I just said, whatever, let's just squash it. And so I'm at -5, and then I boosted the gain, recompensated for the volume by 1.
I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full.
Then I got the L-Ray 2 on here. So if you have the L-Ray, you can get the L-Ray 2 with the free update. And these are my settings for that. Which is surprisingly very close to what Dave Pensado just posted on his Instagram as his settings. So that's kind of cool, I thought.
I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crawl. I got up, walked it all.
Next, I have the MC404.
Don't know what it feel like the ball. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I
This, I'm just changing the thresholds. I don't really mess with anything else. I'm just trying to clean it up a little bit more, and control that low end of his voice, and kind of like the high mids. Then the RVox to push it forward,
don't know what it feel like.
and it adds some type of saturation or distortion, whatever you want to call it, saturation, distortion.
Don't know what it feel like the ball. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full.
Add some character, but as you can see, it came forward, there's some frequency in his voice that needs to be taken out. It's like some not air, because that would be like 8K and above, but like some boominess somewhere maybe around the mids.
Don't know what it feel.
Or some airiness, hollowness. That's the word I'm looking for. Some hollowness, and it's probably right here.
Don't know what it feel like the ball. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crawl.
So yeah, it was that. So let's back it off a little bit though. I just like finished mixing this, so like this would be my listening session of just like messing with things, listening, see if I liked what I did or not. Let's back it up a little bit.
Don't know what it feel like the ball. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full.
All right, let's go to the next plugin because I think this can take care of some 250.
Don't know what it feel like the ball. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crawl. I got up, walked it all. That's right, get right, get ready. Can't fold.
I can still hear it. Now I hear some, now that we kind of clean things up, I hear some room reverb from him recording in an open area, which is, something we'll just drown out with our own reverb, so it's not enough to where I need to try to take it out. I'm EQing something up here.
Don't know what it feel like the ball. When I'm praying, I pray for us all.
So sounds like some S's up there. Then I have the Mac EQ, just a little bit. Where we at? 1 dB of air at 40.
Don't know what it feel like the ball. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits.
I don't think we can hear above 20, if I'm right, but having it at 40 still does something. I think this might be like a shelf, right? So it's gonna, so it looks like a shelf. So even though you're at 40, it's going back far enough to where you can hear it change something. So that's why I still use 40.
Don't know what it feel like the ball. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crawl. I got up.
And then I have the J37 on the male vocal warmth, and then I take off the noise because it's usually at 50, or usually at whatever this is, 0.
Don't know what it feel like the ball. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crawl.
This is perfect for something like this because it's gonna make it really cut through the beat. Since the beat is very aggressive, very loud, it's gonna make it cut through. All right, then I have the NS1. Try to clear up any background, mess ups, someone talking or something, and then de-esser 4200.
Don't know what it feel like the ball. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crawl. I got up, walked it all. That's right, get ready. Can't fold, gotta keep shit steady.
All right, now let's add some delay. This is my M delay. It's in all my videos, usually. Oh, I didn't mean to pre that. Hold on, let me change that. It's right here. And then am I using this? Yes. So I have the a plate verb, and like my settings really don't matter for these. Like you can grab any plate, any hall, put it on a send. You can put an EQ before or after it to make sure there's not too much low end going through. You don't want to have reverb on the low end of the vocal. And then a Vox spreader. You can use anything. I'm using S1 and doubler, or you could just use one or the other. And then, create your send. It doesn't have to be what I have, or it doesn't have to be what Jason Joshua has, or it doesn't have to, some good plugins, reverb plugins are lustrous plates, Valhalla, even the stock. You can get away with anything. You just blend it right. All right, so here's what that sounds like.
Don't know what it feel like to bowl. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crow. I got up.
So you can hear it's kind of a lot because we had to take care of that room reverb from him recording. So let's play with the beat though.
Don't know what it feel like to bowl. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crow. I got up, walked it all. That's right, get ready. Can't fold, God keep shit steady. Cannot break even when shit heavy. If it wasn't for us, you happy you met me? Cause lately I feel all alone.
And I'm not mixing like with the beat off and just the vocals. Please don't do that. I'm just doing it so I show you, kind of show you guys the differences of what I'm doing and how it sounds when it's raw, without the beat, and then how it sounds with the beat. Because it may sound pretty bad with the beat, or something you may not like something, and then you turn the beat on and you can't really tell. You don't notice it cuts to the beat and you like it. So, just bypass back and forth. I really only solo the vocal 100% is when I'm like EQing in the beginning, or I'm like trying to find a problem in the middle, trying to find a problem. Honestly, probably when I'm EQing. All right, now let's go to the all Vox stuff. So after that, it routes to the parallel compression over here. So same thing. These are my settings for that with the limiter. And it's just tightening things up for me.
Love. See, I already knew what it was. So just know that I'm ready to bro. Cause I know that you ain't one of us. You don't know what it feel like to bowl. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crow. I got up, walked it all. That's right, get ready. Can't fold, God keep shit steady. Cannot break even when shit heavy. If it wasn't for us, you happy you met me?
All right, there's tons of videos on parallel compression if you need to figure out what that is. And then I have lo-fi, sample size down to 15 bits. All right, now I have the SSL 9000J, and I'm just using analog, and I've seen this everywhere. It gives, I do hear this. It kind of gives the vocal a little bit more like depth, a little variation.
Love. See, I already knew what it was. So just know that I'm ready to bro. Cause I know that you ain't one of us.
I'm sorry, not looking at this meter because this isn't a left and right meter, but you can kind of hear how the left and right are different, or you can look at on the stereo, and you can look at a meter and it'll show you the left and right, that they're not the same volume.
Love. See, I already knew what it was. So just know that I'm ready to bro. Cause I know that you ain't one of us. You don't know what it feel like to bowl. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crow. I got up, walked it all. That's right, get ready. Can't fold, God keep shit steady. Cannot break even when shit heavy. If it wasn't for us, you happy you met me? Cause lately I feel all alone. It got me clutching a chrome. I was just calling cause I made a home. I'm with Richie. When mom kicked me out of the crib, I had it with me. I had a 44.
All right, and then Soothe 2 on the vocals, just messing with some higher frequencies.
Love. See, I already knew what it was. So just know that I'm ready to bro. Cause I know that you ain't one of us. You don't know what it feel like to bowl. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't.
All right, and then let's go to the ad-libs, and I'm just going to run through these real quick. I have CLA 2A, settings for that. I have EQ, just taking out some low end. The ad-libs don't need low end. Some fresh air. Then I have CLA vocals, which I love for ad-libs. Let's see, sub, roof, spank, a little bit of slap, and a spreader. And then I have you can use any hall. And then this, I'm actually using a Valhalla chamber. And then I'm using my Galaxy Verb. Well, it's not mine. I obviously took it from somebody. But Galaxy Verb Send, which is just like has like a long decay. And then this one's. Let's play it.
Love. See, I already knew what it was. So just know that I'm ready to bro. Cause I know that you ain't one of us. You don't know what it feel like to bowl. When I'm praying, I pray for us all. I took hits, ain't full. If I did, I ain't crow. I got up, walked it all. That's right, get ready. Can't fold, God keep shit steady. Cannot break even when I'm rough. Get out of my way, little bitch, I don't need no rough. And I love it. Walking around like fuck it. Long as I'm getting these buckets. Scoring they till ain't nothing. Ducking the feds, I don't wanna be wanted.
And that's a wrap. So the ad libs, I didn't want to really emphasize them. I just wanted them to emphasize the main vocal, so you can kind of hear them. It just kind of gets a little thicker, but you can't hear them on their own really. So that's about it. That's all I have for this one. I do have a lot of mixes to show. I have about like 7 or 8. I just have to get these videos done, edited, and pumped out. So bear with me on that because I'm still getting work in. I know it's been a minute since I made my last video, but I'm trying to get these out there. I appreciate y'all. All right, peace.